It don't make sense, but this is how I remember it now. Horizontal, horizon, this, horizon.
I don't even... Oh, like a horizon.
Yeah. No, like, like when you look at the horizon, it's flat like this.
What is vertical?
This. But I feel like vertical just sounds like a this, like vertical. Like, you know what I mean? All right. Welcome. Welcome back, y'all. You like this one? I think this one is good.
Happy 2025. It's been a long time since we've made a video here.
I don't know. You want it or?
Happy 2025. It's been a long time. There's a lot of new updates, new things that we've been doing. There's new people in our lives.
Dream.
You want to say anything?
Yes. Welcome back. This is Aquibra. So yeah, we're just here. We're chilling. It is a Thursday afternoon, and we just decided, you know what? Let's just go live and just like, see who's out there, see who gravitates to us. The reason why we call ourselves Aquibra is because I am one sign and she is another sign. I really like saying my sign so much. Like, I don't know.
All right, well, let them guess. You guys could comment and guess who's the Aquarius and who's the Libra. So speaking of signs, most recently I've been sign dating, meaning that I don't date certain signs. Yeah, I've been only dating air signs and signs that I know are compatible with me, like Geminis and other air signs. I've tried to just not do that, but I find that men that are certain signs, which sounds a little ignorant sometimes, I guess, but from my experience, like signs like Virgos and Capricorns and just signs that I don't find are compatible with air signs like Libras and Aquariuses, just haven't been good for me. So,
okay. I mean, do you want to talk more about that? Like, what about so you said you like air signs. There's 4 signs. So there's air sign, there's earth sign, there's fire, and there's, what is it? Wind? What is the other one?
I don't know the other one. All I know is
ocean, right? Oh, water. Water. So you're saying you don't mess with water signs and earth signs.
I'm saying that I've tried, but specifically, I'm only speaking with signs that are most compatible, like Geminis, Libras, Aquariuses.
And how has that
I
been
would
going?
only give that a chance. I mean, it's new because I found that in my history of dating, things have gone better with signs. Like I've seen more of a compatibility with signs that are, when you like look it up, they're more compatible with my sign.
But what was your longest relationship? What sign was that person?
A Capricorn. A Capricorn.
Okay, and how long?
But it wasn't a good relationship. My best relationship was with a Gemini.
Okay.
My most healthiest relationship was with the Gemini. So longness of relationship doesn't really matter because you could be in a long relationship and it could be horrible. So I mean that's pretty good though. That's something. Did it work though?
4 minutes and it's still going. I don't know what happened. Anyway. Yeah, go ahead.
Technical difficulties. But yeah, just because you're in a long relationship does not mean it's good. I've learned that. What do you think about that?
So I consider myself a very flexible kind of person. So it's like, I don't know, I could kind of feel like I could work with people. I feel like everybody has their flaws. Everybody does. It's just a matter of whether you can really deal with it or not. That's kind of how I feel about it.
So you don't think people should date
people they're compatible with?
Signs like specifically like dub somebody if they're like a Scorpio, and you know.
No,
Scorpio
I don't think so, because you don't know what a person could bring to the table outside of their sign that could make them good for you. It's not all about compatibility sometimes, especially as you get older. I don't think it's all about just being compatible and having fun. I'm a person, I love to have fun. I love having fun. I love going out. I feel like every day should be a fun day. Every single day. Like SpongeBob. Like every day should be fun. However, as you get older, it's like it's more things than compatibility. Like, what if you're compatible with the bum on the corner right now? Like, you spoke to him, you slipped up, gave him $1. You know, he finessed his way of conversation with you, and you're like,
I would
wow.
say, wow, like we are really compatible. It sucks that this world is based on money and things, because we could have been married.
And he's like, yo, baby, I live right outside here. I could come and live
That's
in here
unfortunate.
with you. We could live here
We could
together.
This conversation we're having, I appreciate, and I will take on with me. But it's maybe in another realm of life we could have just been great. But also no. I'm not even agreeing with your point. I'm joking around. But seriously, I like in order for me to be myself, there has to be some kind of compatibility. I've been with people who are not. They're not air signs, so they're just hard up. They don't want to go on. They don't want to go on vacations. They don't want to do anything. Anything fun. I can't be myself, and I like being myself. I find that air signs are more fun to be. We're serious people too. Like I don't know. I like the compatibility where we could just like I like your soul. I know, like imagine if we were just souls. I need to be compatible with your soul without knowing how much money you have or anything. Yeah, I'm not gonna go with the bum on the street, but I'm gonna find another person who's a compatible sign that's not a bum on the street. But I think compatibility is very important.
Okay, so I just think that we should kind of classify what are the other things that relationships really need to have other than compatibility for it to be sustainable. Like other than compatibility, what else they have to have?
Communication. I think communication.
I think communication falls in compatibility though. Compatibility is a big bubble.
But I mean, even if y'all are not compatible, y'all can talk about it. You can say, like at least y'all can have conversations and say, "Hey, we're not compatible." Like are we gonna work this out?
I agree with that.
So
yeah, I agree with that.
I think definitely you have to have your stuff together in order to be in a relationship. Like
What is your stuff together?
I don't think you should be trying to work on yourself and also be in a relationship with somebody, because that's kind of in a way selfish. You should work on yourself first and then go into a relationship.
That is true.
Unless like I don't know. That's what I think.
Oh, you done?
Okay. Yeah, I'm not used to the mic thing. It's like we usually.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We'll try it out this time, see. But yeah, I do. I definitely understand that you could not be compatible with someone and have great communication with them. So you value communication more than compatibility?
No, I value compatibility. You said what other things?
Like, what is more though when on a scale? You rate it more than compatibility or less than compatibility? Communication.
I think communication, because for me, I'm looking to be with someone. I'm looking to be with someone that won't give up on a relationship. We can always talk about it and we can come to a consensus or
do you feel like air signs have that in them to not give up on it?
Not all air signs. No, I've been with an air sign that we were very compatible, but there was a communication issue, so we stopped talking.
Right. So even that resilience.
So I think communication.
And I feel like, you know what? I feel like other signs other than air signs have that kind of resilience to like war,
But imagine having the compatibility and the communication. It's possible.
What about resilience though? Resilience is another quality that you just said you want. So now we have 3 things: communication, compatibility, resilience. You want someone to not give up on you.
But they connect. I think to communicate, you have to talk about it. You have to be able to be like, hey, I didn't like this about you, but I'm not gonna. Oh no. What? Hello? Yes, that works at 3 p.m. I'll see you at 3. No problem. See you soon. All right. Bye bye.
Straight to the point. Mhm.
Yeah, sorry about the inconvenient. I mean the small thing. But yeah, communication,
Resilience.
resilience
Yeah.
through communication. You have to talk about it.
So do you feel like people now in like our generation, they don't have that communication skill?
I think, yeah, I think a lot of people, because we have all these dating websites, I think everybody is just
Yeah.
disposable.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, like, if they something is wrong, they just go like run away.
You know
That's
what I
it.
think it is though? I feel like, so I'm reading this book called Silence is the Key, right? By Ryan Holiday. And in that book, he says, like, we're too overwhelmed. This is a time in our lives where we have too much information, just too much, like information that we don't even need to have. And we're just consuming it on a daily basis. We're watching the latest show. We're hearing about the latest news. We're following the Shade Room and, Apple News. And we're looking at everything as it's happening right now in the present moment. And it's like you feel like, your ego feels like you have to be involved in everything that's going on. What? Wait, did you hear that there was a plane crash last night?
No, I never hear about plane crashes.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's good. I was thinking about your ignorance today, and I feel like your ignorance could be real bliss. Seriously, your ignorance is bliss because there in the book it says like there was this king or whatever back in the olden times where he would never open his mail as soon as it came. He would wait like 3 days because if it was really, really important, it would still need his assistance in the 3 days. But if it's not important and it can resolve itself, then it resolved itself. Like he didn't have to stress it. You know what I mean? So it's like we're always on this Instagram scrolling through what's going on right now. What's this? It's like we're so consumed, and that's how the dating apps are. Like we're like, oh no, fuck this guy. No, I don't like that. What he got? A nose ring? No, fuck out of here. It's like we're so I feel like that's kind of what also makes us so disposable. Like, oh, we can find the next person. We can find, it's millions of people that we're scrolling through and we just feel like we're all disposable. Like that's not the case, guys. You know? Stop consuming all this stuff all the time. Get up, go outside, take a walk.
But it's not, I mean, yeah, I agree with that. And I specifically feel that way because I do want to eventually get married, and I feel like how are we gonna get to that point? And the marriages rates have declined, so has the birth rates and etc. But how are we gonna get to that point if everybody is just no one is fighting for relationships anymore? You know?
That's true. I mean, yeah, I guess this is us saying, fight for what you want. Is that this summary? Yeah, like fight for what you want. What do y'all want? What do people want anymore? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, what do each other want? What do y'all want?
I think people do want marriages and families and kids, but everybody has the same mindset. It has to be a generational thing that people just stop acting like everybody is so disposable and work on their communication, work on themselves, and um become open to healthy relationships with people.
All right, so let's make it a little more personal. All right, like for example, in people we know's case, and the people we know has people come by their house or whatever, but they don't like it. After a while, they don't like it. They always complain like, "Yo, go back home." Where do you feel like that person that we know could work on that? Because why are you so annoyed with when whoever is goes to your house?
Um, we can talk about me.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought when I first got my own place, I thought I would just be happy with men or people coming over, but I don't. I like, not that I don't like it, but I do feel uncomfortable when men, for example, are at my house, because I'm just so used to being here alone that it kind of messes up my vibe. I don't mind it, but I'm learning that I prefer. And I think a lot of women would prefer going to the male's house instead of them coming to their house all the time
So
for the
you
most
feel like
part.
y'all should have separate houses?
No. When I get married, we like I'm talking about here. Like, this is my, it's a 1 bedroom. Like, it's an apartment. I'm talking about, like, yeah, when we get married, we're gonna buy a house. We're gonna get a house together. But I'm talking about as of right now, like dating. I don't want a man to move in here in my house. No, I don't. No, nope. And I also don't want him primarily coming to my house. I don't want it to just be my house we're going to. I need to know where you live. I need to, it should. It turns me on to also be in another man's house and like he's, like seeing him conduct himself in his house and not him like walking around my. It's like it's more of a manly thing for me to see him in his own like his own, even a house or apartment. It's like wow, like. Ooh, like,
At this age in time, right? Because when we're older, your standards change over time. When you were in high school, you didn't need like a guy with his apartment, da 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 da, right? So now at this like late 20s age, you feel like that's your standard. Like you have like these standards that a guy has to meet that criteria in order for you to consider him.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, a lot of you, if you know me, my criteria is you have to have your own place. You have to have your own your own vehicle. You have to drive because I drive and I have my own place. So I would want that, And another thing I do want is you have to be able to go on vacations. I like going on vacation. That's just what I'm looking for right now. Otherwise, I don't really need. Not say I don't. Let me not be that. Oh, I don't need a man. But it's like it doesn't really add to my life. That's not. That's what's missing. I already have my own place. I already have my own car. I want somebody that can also travel with me. That's what I'm seeking. When a job seeks a person.
And do you feel like you've ever gotten that person, like that person that drives, has a job, has a career, has a this?
I actually did, and they were in Aquarius, and I fumbled them. I fumbled them because I just fumbled them. And like they didn't want they didn't want to talk about it. They didn't have good communication because I fumbled them and I thought they were, I was like this is too good to be true and I just fumbled it because I've been so messed up in the past that I just fumbled it. So yeah, I know it does exist. Everybody's saying New York, there's nobody drives or has a house in New York. I do. So go find the person that doesn't and y'all could argue together.
That's true. I also think environment plays a key factor in like who you are with or not because literally like where we stay right now, to be honest, like we're in the hood. To be honest with you, I'm not even gonna lie. We're still young adults. We're trying to come up. We're trying to get it. We have big ambitions, and we're gonna get there. But for now, we're in the hood. Yeah. And when I remember when I used to go to the Equinox in the city, just to kind of trick my mind into thinking like, yeah, like I'm an Equinox girly and stuff like that. And when I was downtown Brooklyn, going to the Equinox, it's like you would see women with their babies walking the street during the day, like 12 o'clock, women going to the gym and stuff like that, going to the coffee shop. Over here in the hood, you're seeing guys outside, guys corner store. You're not seeing no women outside. And when they say like your environment, like when you see a whole bunch of men outside during the day, that's a kind of a tough neighborhood. And when you're seeing women outside during the day, you're knowing that it's getting a little better.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I do like Brooklyn in the sense that in the summertime, everybody's outside. It does give me a little pep. I'm like, oh, like it just makes me happy. So I don't hate that. I don't like the men on the street that holler at you, but it is nice. I like the Brooklyn vibe for that. Like I definitely don't hate that. I don't wish it was like in the suburbs where there's nobody outside and it's just, but I get what you're saying. It is environment. I'm sure if we lived in Texas or anywhere else or another out of New York, there would be different types of men out there too. So.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I think we are definitely going to start being more consistent in posting our videos. And I hope all of you tune in, subscribe, and let us know what you want to hear from us.
Yeah, let us know. If you could see, like, just based off of our personalities in every show, who is the Libra and who is the Aquarius. I think I would have been able to tell if I didn't know who we were, just because we have very different personalities. Although it's like we get along so well, like we are so different, and it's like different things about us, and it's like we could accept that in each other, we could admire that in each other, and that's cool.
That's very sweet. Mm-hmm. But yeah, see you guys in the next video. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, bye.
Bye. How do we end it?
We should have like a kind of a theme song.
How do we end it?
Aquibra. Or I don't know. What? Huh?
Bruh? I don't know. I was.
Oh, you
Yeah.
were doing the.
I can't sing. I don't know what to add. I was trying to add my thing. I can't sing, so.
Aquibra. All right,
Alright.
bye.
Bye. I don't know how to end it though. So
Oh,
yeah,
you
I was
truly don't know.